Hello, my beautiful people. This is Mayel here to talk to you about some things that have been on my mind lately. Right now, I want to talk to you about, hearing the difficult things it is to hear about yourself. You know, um, when we have confrontation with people, and somebody wants to sit you down and tell you about yourself, the first uh, thing to do is to become defensive. And I'm not going to hear what they're going to say, but they're going to hear me, and I'm going to tell them this, that, and the third. But sometimes we do need to halt that. We need to pause for a minute and be willing to hear the things that we don't want to hear about ourselves. And that's the hardest thing that we have to do as human beings, individuals, is listening to what we may do wrong and what part we have to play in a demise of a relationship, a working relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship, any kind of partnership, the role we played in it, and also be willing to hear things about our personality that are difficult to hear. Personally, I can talk from personal experience. I was an avid gossiper. I talked about everybody and everything. Every gossip columnist, I was on their website. I was listening to radio that was very negative in terms of talking about celebrities, people, so on and so forth. And I got an amount of energy from that. And that was lower vibrational energy that I used to kind of get myself going to the next day. At that time, I was very, very uncomfortable in my own skin. I was over 300 pounds. I was depressed, and this happened in different phases of my life. Even after I graduated from high school and got a real job, I was the chick at the water cooler, wanting to talk about other people and other things, and how they were living their lives, things that were not important, really. And it really took the focus off of myself. So, I had a few people in my life tell me, you gossip too much, you run your mouth, this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh no, y'all are haters and all this, that, and the third. And it really wasn't that. It was something that I needed to hear because I was really, really into getting information about the demise and the shadiness and scandals that were going on in others' lives, and I had a whole bunch of stuff going on with me. I was grossly overweight. I was unhappy in my romantic relationships. I was happy where I was educationally. I should have been in college and I wasn't. So there were a lot of things throughout my life where I see myself regressing, is when I'm turning to gossip and things. So I had to listen to that about myself to be able to grow as an individual. So I say that to say this. Never be afraid when somebody wants to approach you about something that you may have done wrong. You have to sit there and be adult about it. Listen to it, swallow it. Now, the other person, maybe they don't have the best intentions for you. Maybe they do have issues. Maybe they are, quote unquote, a hater and may be unhappy in their own life, but never shoot the messenger. There's always a message when somebody is trying to talk to you. So it is very important that when we hear those things that we don't like, and if you hear from more than one person how you may be an asshole or how you gossip too much or you don't follow through with your word, and you hear it from different people that have never met each other, perhaps you need to listen to that and take note of it and make some real clear changes in your life so that you can be a better person. So I just ask that you open your heart into being receptive about change, because it's not about them. It's about you. It's about the change you need to make as a person, as an individual, so you can rise up to those levels to live your best life. Because we are all walking souls on this plane, and what you contribute to this earth is very important. And do you want to be remembered for being the gossip? Or do you want to be remembered for someone who always helped and who always loved and who wasn't judgmental? So it's never too late to change. As long as you have breath in your body, you are able to change whoever you are if it's not so likable. So listen. Listen when it's hard. Listen when it's difficult. Listen when you don't want to, because that's where the blessings come in. And that's when the lesson comes in. So I ask you all today to be receptive to things that you don't want to hear. Make those changes and be your best self. I did it and it was so freeing. And I also don't place judgment on those who are living lives that are not, so good. Whatever. Who am I to judge? I've gone through my own things and I still go through it daily. But make a commitment to yourself to hear the things about yourself that you don't like and change them accordingly. And don't care about what everybody else thinks. You know, sometimes you know what they're saying about you is right and you're trying to run away from it. And no matter where you go, there you are. You can't keep running away from the things you don't want to hear. So today, self-reflection, love yourself, forgive yourself, hear what you need to hear and change. And I love you. Love and light to you. Peace.